there is some stuff with John Mateer that's come out as well. And you know what was so funny about all the reactions to the John Mateer stuff? I posted a joking deal about how, well, I think we can actually just show the clip here, and then we can talk about the reactions to it.
Make sure, too, that they can hear it. They couldn't hear the last one.
Oh, could they not?
No, per usual. We're still working on it, guys. The buttons are different, it seems like, every time we do this thing.
It really does seem like that, doesn't it? And this is awesome that my link isn't working. Link. Okay.
Wasn't Link the name of Zac Efron in Hairspray? And I'm...
What? I have no
Link.
idea. I could not tell you that for a million
I haven't
dollars.
seen that in like a decade, so I don't know.
This one I don't even know if it has sound, but we'll add the stage here.
Start it over for us, for those of us that missed it.
Boom. Absolute dot. To Giovanni Gibson, my transfer to watch player after he came in.
Gosh.
And look what we got right here. An excited football player running down the field. So anyone with a brain that's watched OU football would sit there and say, oh, that's what Baker used to do. I don't know why people assume that because you compare someone's reaction or, emotive state after they make a play to someone else's that used to play here. They just assume that you're not saying that they look like that. You're saying that you expect them to play that level. It's like, dude, no one here expects him to win the Heisman next year. I hope he does.
But if he does.
Like, it's just not something that anyone is trying to say he should do. You're comparing like an emotional reaction to a play that is similar to what Baker used to do. It's obviously like a joke to be facetious. And it was thought. Did you not notice that? Like, there were so many people that were just saying, don't put this pressure on him. Don't do that. I'm like, we're not. It was just.
Okay, so I'm low-key one of those people. But I am. Okay, so, and I talked to you about this on our walk yesterday. I said, I am both sides of the coin. You see that. You see the running down, excited, jumps, woohoo, go. But also, like, to me, kind of all quarterbacks, I feel like, do that. I saw Jackson Arnold do that last year. Whatevs. But I'm also very pro or understanding of, like, I do think if we start making too many comparisons between him and Baker, people are going to just set that expectation in their head, which to me is not fair to him. Now, I will say, he did say, like, like in his interview, I understand what it means to be a quarterback at Oklahoma, and pressure is a privilege. So, like, I'm just going to embrace that, and I'm going to play my game, and I'm going to have my confidence, going to have, my quote-unquote swag, or, whatever it is that people call it. He's like, but at the end of the day, like, I'm just playing football, playing the game I love. And I love that mindset, too, because... And he also said he hasn't really talked to Baker, too. He said of course, he's been busy. He's like, but it'd be really cool.
Yeah, he was a fan of his, right?
Who wasn't?
Well, I mean, what was he?
I believe so, yeah. Oh.
I'm hoping they can hear this. But if not, I'm going to share the screen here. But he had I really liked, it was funny seeing him enter into the interview where he talked about.
Turn it on. There it is.
Yeah, I did. It should have froze. He was talking about how there were so many cameras at the OU media day, which I thought was hilarious. Because he was like, yeah, it's a little different than Washington, I bet. But here's him talking about kind of his mindset in football. Let us know if you can hear this. Hopefully you can. It's turned on to share. So
people say I have swag. I mean, I used to play football. I have the ball in my hand every play. I mean, I get the opportunity to do something with it, and cameras on me all the time. So I guess I have swag. Some people say I have toughness. I just feel like I have an obligation to give everything I have for my teammates. People say I have swag. I mean, I used to play football. I have the ball in my hand every play. I mean,
absolutely.
You gotta love that. I mean, the right mindset, I think. And he does kind of. I really do like his. I don't know how to put this like in like terms that actually make sense, but he just has like a dog mentality. Like he really does just have a. I feel like this belief in himself, or just a rugged, competitor.
I liked how he. It's such an obvious statement, but I like the embrace of I get the ball in my hands every play,
right?
And it's like my job to do something with it.
Very true.
And so like that's personal responsibility, and just everyone's like, well, duh, the quarterback gets, but like to hear it stated that like I get it and it's my job to do something with it, and I'm going to play football and do the best of my ability and do that. I don't know. I liked that. I just liked the maturity about that. Instead of, maybe being like, oh, crap, don't mess up, which I feel like we saw a lot last year.
Yeah.
But neither here nor there.
And I just, I just think like it. I don't know. I just was thinking that it was just something like Baker would do, not something we're saying he is, that Mateer's doing a lot. Therefore, but I get what you're saying too. There might be some people that are putting unfair expectations, but I
maybe
think
in
that's
general
a good thing,
people put that on Oklahoma quarterbacks in general. They just expect every single one to always win the Heisman or be Heisman level or be Heisman contenders. Which, like, I get that you want that, but let's talk about the actual reality of having a Heisman level anybody.
Right.
Is actually pretty rare.
100%.
And no matter where you are, you know what I mean? So people are already going to put that pressure on him anyway, whether or not they compare him to Baker or not. I'm pretty sure when Mateer first said he was for sure coming to Oklahoma, it was already like, that's it, Mateer's winning the Heisman, you know? So it is what it is. That's just part of being at Oklahoma, I suppose.
Yeah, true. Wanted to play this sound we mentioned earlier about BV, talking about just the pressure of this season.
I truly wonder if he's ever gotten checked for vocal nodules.
I wonder if he's ever tasted a calorie before. All right, here we go.
Every year's big, and for me, I know I've said that. I don't think people really like that. Well, that's just coach speak. But I go back to my first year, and Bill Snyder hired me on an interim basis. You ever been hired on an interim basis?
I love how he's it's like a interrogation with the media. He's like,
part of me's like, yes, but I'm afraid to tell you yes.
Yeah,
like,
the guy asking the questions like, what? Yeah.
Where basically said your job's on the line. I'm watching everything you do, and your first screw up, there's no guarantee. And I'm also going to pay you pennies. All right. Well, that was my first time, and I was so thankful. But I've literally had that mindset my entire career. Every game's that way. Every day I show up,
True.
Something's on the line. My job's on the line. I've had that for 30 years. I'm going to hire you. I'm going to pay you $30,000, and I can't promise anything that you'll last past the summer. All right? That's literally what I was told. And I said, oh, thank you, God, thank you.
And just think of, that's the coach, Division I coach, a lot of them in general. Like Ben Arbuckle. 5 years ago was door dashing.
Volunteering out of football. High school football.
Yeah. DoorDash, and now he's the offensive coordinator at Oklahoma.
But here's the thing. That's the mindset I want of people leading young men.
100%.
And if I had a son, that's the mindset of a coach that I would want teaching my son and coaching my son.
Yes.
Be thankful for every opportunity, no matter how small. So if you never touched the field, be thankful that you got to be in the jersey. If you only got to play one snap, be thankful for that snap. If you got to play the whole game, be thankful for that game. If you got a scholarship to college, be thankful for that scholarship. Don't be thinking about all this other junk now.
Speaking on that.
Let me continue.
Yeah, go.
You get the chance to have a free education. You be thankful for that because that's going to open doors for you. You be thankful for those doors that's going to be opening.
Yep.
You be thankful for all the connections you make while you're here. You be thankful for that one day you can be an alumni of the University of Oklahoma, say that you played for the football team, and how many doors that alone will open for you.
Yep.
You might not even stepped on the field, but if you say, oh yeah, I was on the team, immediately people in Oklahoma are going to be like, that's cool. I like this kid. I'm going to remember you. And that can get you jobs and that can get you other opportunities. And so I love that mindset of be thankful for everything. For every opportunity you get, be thankful for it. Thank God for it.
You're right. And it's
we don't have children, but like I always say when I hear coaches, and not even just Brent Venables, if I hear other really good interviews from coaches, I'm like, see, that's what I would be looking for in a coach. Because that, to me, your job at the end of the day as a coach is to build good citizens.
Yeah.
Is to build good people.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of them got into the sport, besides love of the game. It's to build these young men up. And so that mentality is still here is pretty awesome.
Well, and people are going to say their job is to win games. She gets that. She's just saying that should be, you should also want to build people. But let's finish this. And going back to your thankfulness, that is a good story. Yeah, I know.
Competitive.
And I've had the same mindset. And I believe because I've had that same mindset that I don't go like this and everything's on the line when he's fighting for his job. I've been fighting for my job every year. Like somebody's holding me under the water trying to drown me. And that's been my mindset. That's been my attitude when I come to work every day. So nothing's changing for me. Do we need to be better? You're damn right. Does your mindset got to change? Nope. And why am I going to call the defense? Because I'm good at it.
I mean, just absolutely mic dropped it. Just the greatest scene ever right
Just
there.
want to be like,
that
yes,
was awesome.
yes, queen.
No, do not yes Queen Brent Venables ever again.
I also love that when people always meet Brent Venables, they'll always say like, man, I leave talking to him like I want to run through a wall. I'm ready to do a workout because he's just so intense
Right.
and so fired up. And I freaking love it because I feel like I'm the same way. I was listening to that at work and I'm like, yeah, let's go get these 4-year-olds and let's learn how to say the V sound. Like, let's learn the pronoun they today. Like, it just, I don't know. I was like, yeah, fired up about it. But, and I love that. I love the energy and passion.